BSSS Institute of Advanced Studies is committed to executing ideas and conversation that are cutting edge and relevant.
The HR Conclave is a part of this role. It aims to manage the highly dynamic new age managers with the need of in-depth deliberation on carving young managers as brands. The conclave triggers to set the stage for industry experts to share their experience, expertise, and contribute towards the development of new gen managers by bridging the industry academy gap to carve industry-ready young managers.
This conclave focuses on four main parameters. First, challenges faced by organizations across sectors in new age economy. Second, developing resilient manager as a brand. Third, upskilling and reskilling young managers. And last, dynamic workforce and opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, light and brightness has always been equated as symbols of hope and positivity. Hence, to start this occasion with an auspicious note, we welcome our chief guest, Dr. Arvind Prakash, Dr. Father John P.J., Advisor, Mr. Kuriakos Emmanuel, Chairperson Conclave, Dr. Jesse John, and other dignitaries to join the traditional lighting of the oil lamp. The National HR Conclave 2020-21 has attracted some of the eminent industry professionals and academicians across India, including Team Lead Advisory PricewaterhouseCoopers Dr. Arvind Prakash,
Co-founder Associate Consultant Private Limited, Mr. Kirti Mishra,
Director Khadi and Village MSME Government of India, Mr. Mohammad Hanif Mewati,
Vice President Corporate HR of Somani Ceramics, Mr. Biju Sebastian.
And we are also elated to announce we have honored members of faculty and students from BSSS, SysTech, Jagran Lake University, Oriental College of Management, LN City College, JN City College, SIRT College, Sadhu Vaswani Autonomous College, Institute for Excellence in Higher Education from Bhopal, and also St. Thomas College Bhilai, St. Aloysius College Jabalpur, and St. Paul Institute of Professional Studies Indore. So, with such a diverse and dynamic representation in our audience, I am sure we can't wait to kickstart formally with the inauguration program, a 2-day learning opportunity in this fantastic forum. Flowers are a true embodiment of divine warmth, innocence, and peace. They reflect tender human feelings and emotions and are unique expression of joy. With this note, I request Director Sir to present a token of reverence to our chief guest, Team Lead Advisory, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Dr. Arvind Prakash. So please.
Muskan, unlike we welcoming everyone to this 2-day conference, there is someone very special amid the presence today to welcome us, and who's?
Yes, indeed. To formally welcome all of you for giving us this gift of presence here this morning, we have a special gentleman, and it's my honor to introduce him to the gathering. He is none other than Dr. Father John P.J. I take the privilege to tell you about our Director Father, Dr. John P.J. He is a priest of IHODS of Bhopal. He is a renowned educationalist, an outstanding linguist, and a highly accomplished academician. Dr. Father John has an extensive experience in the field of education as a principal of renowned schools and colleges in Bhopal, and has distinguished himself highly in the field of education and administration. He is an ex officio member of Madhya Pradesh State Higher Education Council and also the Advisory Council member for the project Creating Sustainable Agricultural Supply Chains funded by UK-India Educational Research Initiative. We admire spirit of 100% integrity and dedication to the world of education. You are an inspiration to many of us and will continue to remain the same. Dear Father, you are requested to enlighten us with your precious word and formally welcome the entire audience. dignitaries.
Members of the faculty, our guest students and students of this college. It's been a long standing dream to have a management B school in Bhopal by the Archdiocese of Bhopal. Due to very many technical, legal reasons, though we have more than 24 of schools in Bhopal itself, in Bhopal district, we couldn't come up with a business school. And I think this is the appropriate time to have got this plot of land and emerged this idea to build up BSSS, Institute of Advanced Studies. We graduate about 1,600 students every year from our old campus from 8 different departments. But then they used to wander for higher studies, especially for an MBA degree, right from Bhopal down to deep south and to upper north. The idea of the diocese was to build up a B school which is second to none. And that was the purpose of building up this college in this very heart of the city, Arera Colony. We have number of other lands available in and around, but we waited for a place whereby we can have a true interface with corporate and industries of the city, and also approachability to an institute. I know when we speak of some leading institutes in Bhopal, they have named as Bhopal but have to travel about 60 kilometers to catch up with the campus. So in the case of IAS, it is just at your door. Now to speak about this conclave, corporate interface, we write always. Any B school advertisement, you find the sentence unfailingly, that is corporate interface. Now to speak about is one thing, and to actually have it is another thing. And a conclave of this kind, when we have number of dignitaries visiting us from various industries, from within the city and pan-India, it is just building up this interface, that is academia and industries. And without this collaboration, the business schools are actually failures. So we have come up with this idea just in 3 months of our working time. We inaugurated this institute on 3rd of August, and the first and the very first thing that we thought about was for a conclave and this kind of interface building up. I'm extremely happy today that we have with us for the inaugural session Dr. Arvind Prakash, a senior officer, and all other dignitaries with us to interact and also to share their ideas with you. What the expectations of industries and corporate is all about from a management student and from a management institute. What kind of products or personnel are we going to form and mentor in the coming times, in these 2 years of MBA studies or this program? We are, sir, all the dignitaries, we are extremely happy that you have come over to make this day a very valuable and successful one. Thank you so much. Just in a phone call, we have number of students from outside Bhopal, from St. Paul's, Indore, St. Aloysius, Jabalpur, St. Thomas, Bhilai, and a few other colleges from Rice and Vidisha. And I also see professors being accompanied with the students. You are all, the professors and students are all welcome for this 2 days program in Bhopal. We also welcome you with a thunderous applause. We just send an invitation to the neighboring institutes because we live in Bhopal, and this academic cordiality and coexistence, I believe, is a part of the very education. There is healthy competition, but peaceful coexistence. And today, we have witnessed this with the presence of a number of students from our neighboring colleges in Bhopal. Dear students, thanks for coming, and you are most welcome. We put our hands together for them too. Once again, my special thanks to the entire team here. I have not been able to spend much time here alone, but I have seen the team working with the true team spirit. And that is the beginning and the end of success. For months, the very first word that I heard in the very first meeting was a conclave. And that has come true today. I appreciate Mr. Kyriakos and all the Dr. Jesse and all the other staff and all other co-workers, your hard work and your tireless effort to make this day. Congratulations and all the best to one and all.
Before moving ahead, I would like to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Arvind Prakash, Team Lead Advisory, PricewaterhouseCoopers Capital Projects Infrastructure. He has been credited with the book on international relations and a few research papers also presented in subject specialized conventions. He has been facilitated as a social reformer by the Honorable President of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam, in the year 2006 on the occasion of Independence Day at Rashtrapati Bhavan. He has expertise in large-scale program management and strategic advisory in skill development, monitoring and evolution, entrepreneurship, incubation development and institutional development, capacity building, focused work in livelihood promotion, policy development. He leads a team of experts to formulate human husbandry policies for the state of Chhattisgarh. Having long experience of association with governments of Odisha, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Gujarat in dealing with flagship programs on skill and entrepreneurship development, focuses on convergence based on compatibility. He is well versed with the most of the skill development programs in the country and brings on board his deep understanding and experience on working with a wide range of stakeholders in MSDE, NSDC, NSDA, SSCs, donors, state skills missions, private players, policymakers, and aided action. ICIC Foundation for Exclusive Growth and CART. India leading for community growth, livelihoods, and dignity in life. Now, our great pleasure to invite our chief guest, Dr. Arvind Prakash, to address the future leaders present here. A good round of applause for our chief guest, Dr. Arvind Prakash.
Nowadays, most of the people in the country knows NRLM, as per my understanding, because under NRLM there are so many small and bigger programs running almost in all the states. So there is a program of skill. Under the Skill India Mission, there is a program of DDU-GKY, which is especially meant for the rural youth. We are running this program in all the 24 states in Jharkhand, and my team of PwC is giving technical support to run this program in coordination with NSDC and SSC. So again, with this correction, good morning to all present here in this August gathering, and the dignitaries on dais, Hanif ji, Kirti ji, Mr. Sebastian and Father John, and other guests in the audience also. I just wanted to, when I came to know that I have to go to Bhopal again, I'm really very excited, because I worked in Bhopal in the year 2002-03 with a good organization in Arera Colony that is called CARD. So I thought again I will have opportunity to meet some good people in Bhopal, because Bhopal is a very good place and I like Bhopal very much anywhere. I have worked in about 7 to 8 states and Ministry of 2-3 central ministries also. But apart from all the states and other ministries and all other districts, or I like Bhopal very much. So it was in fact I am delighted to participate in this HR conclave of 21. I think the first conclave this organization is organizing, as I have been informed by one student also and father also. So first of all, I congratulate from my core of my heart that this institute will rise, certainly not one of the best, but the best institute in the country. This is what I felt after visiting, after coming, after entering in this premises, because the infrastructure is very fine. As I was some year back, I was involved in the Jaipuria Institute of Management as a mentor with the students. 2-3 years I have done that when I was staying in Jaipur with some good organizations working there. But it was de-linked because I shifted to Delhi. But the infrastructure here is very good, and but a few suggestions I have in mind. 2-3 smaller programs, 2-3 things also may be added, like the HR and rural development, because I was also associated in some way with the XISS of Ranchi. So in that way, I was just trying to put my view to take it for the further advancement and further, development under the development program of this institute. What I want to say, looking towards these young managers, is why not we do something new for this society, in fact. When I am telling like that, I just wanted to say that the program which we are, organizing, which we are trying to, not this program, in fact, the skill development program, with which I have been associated, is especially looking towards the young managers, young people in the country, and trying to involve them to improve their skills in different way. I just wanted to relate that program with these young managers. When I have been organizing that program, when we have been going for the mobilization and counseling of the candidates in the rural area, then we are thinking that towards the right candidate for the right trade. Here in this gathering, I just wanted to put my view that it is most important to think about the right person for the right job. I just wanted to say that the level of competency which we have to create in ourselves should be based on our own competency level, which can be mapped through different measures, different tools. Based on that, it is most important to go towards your own competency, so that you can develop in a way to work for the society. The actual thing which we have to do is to work for the society. That is the one thing. When I am participating, when I just wanted to deliberate my view, every time I have been pushed towards that way of thinking towards the society. That is why I just wanted to push my idea here only in this HR conclave, that the role of HR in this way is very important nowadays. In any organization, not only this educational or academic institution, I am telling that, but in any organization, when we are looking towards the developmental program run by the organization, we found that it is very less type of skilling program or development program organizations are running for their own people. Research says that if you train your own people, if you give opportunity to your people, your employee, to create their own or develop their own skills, then it will be more beneficial than to appoint people outside from the organization. That is why, in that way, the role of HR has become very important to map the skills and competency of their own employee, of their own workforce. That is most important now. In the new normal situation, we call it new normal nowadays, after pandemic or in between the pandemic is not over now. So we all are trying to wear masks, all of the things. If not wear masks, then try to, keep space from each other. So safety is more important. So in the situation of new normal, it has become more, popular. Because earlier, we were not thinking about the virtual meetings, webinars. These are the new things. We have not been, familiar to the long, full-length webinar, full-length training program, online training programs. But nowadays, we are doing this. Maximum training programs, maximum, meetings are being done through the webinars. In fact, when I asked my manager, my director, and for the permission to go. I'm working with PwC, so asked my director to permit me to go to participate in this program. Then firstly he told me that, is it virtual? No, sir, it is physical now. Okay, then how can you go? Sir, I have already consented. Oh, then nothing. So like that, actually, people are very much familiar with the virtual and online training program, online meetings. So first thing what nowadays coming into the mind that this is virtual, should be virtual. Although nowadays, recently, some physical programs, physical training programs are also in practice coming up. So we think that, after 3-4 months or 6 months, hope for the better, and we will be gathering for the physical programs. So I was just trying to, put here that the role of HR in those organizations is very important. Although, due to the research by McKinsey's, by PwC also, there are good papers also published on these things of the skilling program within the system for the workforce, managers and the other, workforce for the development of the institute. So first thing what is mentioned, that the new appointment, new recruitment is more expensive and lengthy also. So why not organizations should go for the skilling of their own workforce. Number two, the challenges or the things the research says that the role of HR is very important because he has to map his own employees, his own workforce regarding the gaps in the skills. But due to some reason, due to different reasons, HR don't have much, or HR division. HR means I'm not targeting any person per se, but just trying to highlight that the division, that the mindset is not so that we are thinking towards the development of the present or existing employees of the organization. But nowadays, after this or in between this new normal situation, organizations have started thinking towards that way to upgrade the skilling, to make the different type of courses available for their workforce, for the development of their own skills, because different type of skills are required for the people to develop, for the organization to develop. So these are the points have to be highlighted, have to be taken care by the organization to make the workforce or the workforce development program successful. This is the one thing I just wanted to highlight here in this August gathering of the students and the guests also. But I do have one more thing to say in my own deliberation, today or tomorrow, to highlight some other points also in my discussion. But lastly, but not the least, actually, I just wanted to congratulate this entire team of the BSSS, and I've been in contact, in communication with Dr. JC. So certainly I miss to, thanks her also, Dr. Father also, to invited me for this August gathering and given me opportunity to say something with the students, with the young managers, with the young people, the guests also. And I wish this organization, this institution will will rise, up to the level of best organization. Again, I just wish, and in the way, in fact, we can discuss something more also, and we can do something good again, in which I am also always available for any type of suggestions, support for this organization to help. So, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for that insightful speech. We couldn't have asked for a better speech to set the tone for proceeding today. Newsletters are imperative in taking your brand marketing to a next level. Taking these times, we are proud to announce the release of our first newsletter, Manthan. On this occasion, may I request our chief guest and director, sir, to honor and release our first newsletter, Manthan.
A big round of applause, audience, please. This is our first newsletter of BSSS Manthan.